here with you, and I hope you're all doing great. This is the first card making video for 2021, and I wanted to do something different. I'm tired of the of making videos of Christmas. I think I'm all Christmas out, so I need a break from that. And I have some, I had gone to the thrift store to find some items prior to Christmas time, and I bought a bunch, like one of those, at Value Village there's bags of stuff that's grouped together, and I bought one that had these. And I just thought I bought them because I liked the shape of the envelopes, and I thought they would be fun to use, but I don't have anyone that I know that will be having babies. So it's definitely not something that is fitting for me. Therefore, I'm still gonna keep like the little stickers and stuff, but I really want to transform these cards into something more fun that I can use to send out. Part of the my Patreons, the top tier, I usually send out some goodies to them, so once a month. And so I thought maybe we could make some cards using these, and very upset because there's one envelope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that has this group on it, and I have to find a way to put something on top of that so that it doesn't show. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, so oh, and there's a little plastic thing to rub on. There's little rub-ons. These little rub-ons I can use probably for some ATC making. So that will be that. So I've got a bunch more of those cards, but for now I think we'll be happy with making these 6. And oh, I've got a little frame. I guess it's the perfect thing to cut just the perfect size to put on it. I guess that's the whole point of this. Anyway, now I made these papers in my Patreon video, and I thought it was going to be really nice to put on top of this. I used one of those big sheets of papers that I have. I have a bunch of 12 by 12 papers that I don't use. They're paper packs from Recollection that I bought like a super long time ago. And the thing is, they've got beautiful images in some cases, but the images are so big that it's kind of hard to use them in card making. And because I haven't done anything really scrapbooking related, I really needed more card making supplies, and so I use my 6x6 most of the time in my card making, and not these big ones. But it'd be fun I figured, to use them for something like this. And I could line it up. The bad thing though is that on this side there's gonna be a gap. Could still be pretty though, and the paper does go with this, so let's see if we can make it work, and if not, then I'll cover it up with some paint or something. So basically I want the paper, and I need my big guillotine because of the fact that my small guillotine is not going to cut the paper all the way across 12 by 12, so we're going to use it, and it's going to be too short. Ugh. It's going to be too short for that one. But I wonder I wonder if I could still make it work and collage some other piece on top. Let's see. Let's see how that would look. I love that when you make Frankenstein type of paper like this, no paper is exactly the same. So you always get different results. It's really fun. And I think this year I'm going to be making more, so this way that could still be pretty. That could still be pretty, and then I could put something like on top here to make it kind of go together. Or I could use another part of something. So let's cut. Let's try to cut the other ones at the same time out of this sheet of paper, and then we can remove the big guillotine and we'll be good with the small one. Somehow I have a feeling that something went wrong because it doesn't seem to be straight at all. That's kind of typical though of my stuff. Okay, so I'll put this away, and I will be using this paper probably for some card making that I'll do for my Patreons. Maybe the first video that I make for them. We shall see. I try to make other different type of cards to give them other ideas. I kind of like that, but I don't know. This one is definitely crooked. I don't know what happened there, but something went wrong. I must have moved the paper or something. As you can see, it's not straight at all. The last one. You might hear my dogs barking, and I'm sorry ahead of time. My husband and my son are outside clearing the snow, and when the dogs see them, they start barking. Why? I don't know. They should know that it's family, but I don't know. That's just what they do. Dogs being dogs. So, kind of like that. And I think I'm gonna have to do some sort of something on the edge just to integrate. This one is a bit short. Or, let's be honest, I could just cut it a tiny bit, and that would do the job as well. However, my idea for this was to see the edge, and I'm not going to be seeing the edge the same way. Decisions. Or I put it black. I put the edge black and make it pop that way. know what, I'm gonna try it and I'll see if I like it, and if I don't, then I won't do it for the other ones. But if I do like it, that will be that. So I'm using one of those UPS shipping backing. And this is my old Sharpie. It's not the new one that Marty sent me, and it has the, you can see it has a V in it from doing the edges, so it doesn't lay flat. I should take my new one. That would be the smart thing to do, and keep the old one for some other. I hate when I can't open them up. Is there a plastic, or I'm just thinking that there's a plastic? I think I'm just thinking that there's a plastic. That doesn't look too bright on my part of not figuring that one out. That definitely works better because there's no V. Okay, so we've done the edge, and now let's see how that looks. What happened? Oh, it's because there's a shiny piece. Yeah, I think I like it better that way. So I think I'm going to edge them all, and that will take care of that issue. And obviously if I do this before, you could use glue. I have to admit I kind of like the smell of the markers. I might be getting a high out of it. Oh boy, little things that make you happy. I want to say as well, I've said it in other videos, but if you only watch my card videos, you might not know. I so appreciated everybody's support in my last video, all the wonderful comments. You guys really mean the world to me. I love the community that is here on YouTube, and that's part of my journey. I know that not everybody comments all the time, but I still appreciate every single one of you, and it's just made, like, I had tears, but they were happy tears. That's the whole reason I forced myself last week to make that video, because I really didn't want to disappoint you guys, and I wanted to be there for you guys. And I'm going to be ending up making a V on this one as well, I guess. Have to be careful not to press too hard. Obviously it's not a big cardstock, so it's really thin. Maybe it won't make the V. So yeah, I have to say it to you guys. You really mean the world. I'm trying to post more on Facebook as well, on my page, so if you follow me there. I'm gonna try to be better at posting on Instagram, but I'm pretty bad at that. Too many social medias. It's kind of hard to post everywhere. But yeah, I really appreciate the support and the encouragement. And I know that there's not a lot of people that leave hateful comments. I mean, I know that my videos are not going to please everybody, and that's fine. And I don't make them to please everybody, but you know, sometimes some of the comments can be really mean, and that one particularly got under my skin. I tried to be better and not let it affect me, but hey, sometimes it's just hard. So yeah, just needed to tell you guys thank you, and And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, what are you waiting for? Come on. I'm gonna try to make more videos this year, but however, they're not gonna be all card making. I'm gonna do the one a week for sure of card making, but the other ones will probably be more mixed media, ATCs, other type of videos, just because that's the stuff that really inspires me. I like card making, but there's a time where you're all card made out. So maybe some of my card making might end up being ephemeras for journals that I make to sell. I don't know. I shall see how the year goes, but for sure I'm going to try to make more videos. The 2020 was a year where I really was not feeling inspired at all. I had been making a lot more videos prior to that, and I just couldn't feel inspired. But I know that I'm not the only artist that was feeling this way. A lot of artists have been feeling that way, and many people have made comments about it. So it's just, I think it was just a hard year mentally, and I'm hoping that 2021 is going to be much better for everybody. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So perfect. And I've got 6 pieces like this. So we're all good on that side of things. We're just going to glue those puppies down and then decide where we're going to put on top. I have some images that are pre-colored. They're stamped images that I had done a long time ago, and I was cleaning up and I found them. Oh boy. Okay, so that's too short, clearly, because there's a part here. So we're gonna have to the original, and I think we're gonna line it up with some book paper. So we're gonna put full sheet behind, and then it's gonna be better to hide that. I think I should do 2 at the same time, or 3 actually. I'll find another one. I had other ones. I have a whole bin full of papers close by. And I had put some of those big pages in it. So pull out. Everything is falling. These are my drawings that are ready. Everything fall in between for the rest. Okay, so here we go. So when I cleaned up my garage back in the fall sometime, when I decided to put more canning and more food in my garage, I decided to go through my encyclopedias and to remove all the pages that I thought were interesting, and I put them all in bins. This way I can actually use the pages instead of just leaving them in big books that were taking a lot of room, and there was a bunch of pages that were not interesting and I wasn't gonna use, and I was just keeping them for the sake of keeping them. And when you don't have a lot of room, it's good to do a cleanup and to just stop hoarding. And so that's what I did. And oh, I can't throw these away. They're all yellow and nice and would be perfect with a little word on them. So yeah, see, that's what happens. I hoard stuff, and so some of it goes away. So now I've got at least 3 of them, and that should solve my issue of the paper not covering the full background. So yeah, sometimes you can find things at thrift stores that are very inexpensive, and this was the case. I think the whole big bag was like $2, and you can see that just one bag of those was $1.50 at the dollar store, but it was actually yellow bicycles, so that's even more expensive in other times. And so now my problem is, now that I've done that, I need to kind of frame this, so I will have to cut this a little bit because it's too big. And oh no, 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 no. Typical Vicky mistake. Oh, that's what happens when you've glued the paper before realizing that it doesn't fit. And it's typical me. I'm just one of those messy and crafters that makes mistakes. Yeah, that's better. So I really like that. And now some of my paper underneath is lifting up, so just glue that back down. But look how fun that background is. So we're just gonna glue all of these down. So some of them can go down as is. Some of them will need that backing. And then once all of that is done, then we can decide what we're putting on top. So that's that. This one is okay as well. I'm glad I put the black. It would have annoyed me to see 2 different type of things. So that's gonna be perfect. So that, I was again gonna do the same mistake. Better off trying it first and then gluing it down. These would also make a really fun little booklet of cards to sell, and I might make one for that purpose, maybe. Okay, so this one is too short, so we're going to use the 2 pieces that are left. And we need to cut them prior to putting glue on them. I have to remember that. So yeah, you can find supplies very inexpensively. You can make your own. You could use all sorts of things. You can make mistakes and not line your stuff properly because you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go here to here, and where's my mark? Do I put this side? I put that side. I need to make it a bit smaller. And lift part of this back up because you're going to see the torn edge otherwise. And once this is down, no one's going to be the wiser that there was a big boo-boo. Unless you watch my video. And then you know my secret. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why is this not working? Why am I making it too big? And then it's going to be too short. Okay, so we'll say that this one is definitely not the way I had planned originally, but hey, going with the flow. And stuff doesn't always happen the way you planned. Let's just say that. And even if I plan to make mistakes, I would probably, maybe I should plan them, and then I wouldn't be making so many. Who knows? Who knows? So. One thing I was hoping I was going to get to do during the holidays was to do some live stream, and I didn't do them. I spent a lot of time watching wonderful artists like Wendy, the Unexpected Gypsy, and just having fun, being inspired. Okay, so we've got all our base done, so that's a good thing. Now there's just the need of putting the image down. So I've got a few smaller ones, bigger ones. Have some prints like this as well. That maybe might be nice. So maybe I should do that for two. Not sure with the red that I like it. This orange one would go well with that. So maybe I'll use these two prints for the other ones. Let's try not to tear them. Might be a bit big. I want to hide the entire paper that's behind. Actually, not bad. It's not bad. I could go there. And this one I will probably have to cut. Oh, I had a shorter one on the other side. Whoops. Oh well. It actually fits. And I kind of like the look that it gives. Vintagey, grungy look. This one, I'm going to put the little house, I think, right over here on that orange piece. I think that would be fitting. Yep. And then I think I have to do that again. Stamp some images and then just color them and have them ahead of time for projects like this. I'm going to put it this way, and I'm going to put a sentiment here, a phrase of some sort. And maybe the other one, put it that way. And then I just need to find a sentiment. I think these will be fun, happy mail little cards. It's nice to, I know that people really appreciate getting mail. It's especially these days, it's really kind of nice to just have some fun mail waiting for you. So that, and then let's just find some sentiments to go with them. Just gonna glue these down first, I think. Just find the sentiment after. That's one thing too that I would like to do this year, is to make myself some sentiment sheets. Cut out phrases from old books, and then I can photocopy them and use them up. I actually do that and send it out to put it as one of my things on Patreon. I like this phrase, live gently upon this earth, and I think it's fitting for this stamp image. So here we go, and I've got the back that I can write a little word on. And I think it can be used afterwards if the person would like, in their journal, as a journaling piece or whatever. It's kind of fun. Whoops. Good thing with using glue stick versus that is that it gives you a little bit more leeway, so you can actually move the image a little bit if you put it down wrong. Shine like the whole universe is yours. Whoops. Shine like the whole universe, the whole Universe is yours. And here we go. That's the second one. I'm really loving how these turned out, and these backgrounds would have been pages of things that, like papers that I would not have used. So very happy. I used a bunch of scraps, used a paper, you know, I need to put the scraps on something before I can use them. So it's a great way. I'm very, very happy. There's nothing like a dream to create the future. That one is really fun. There's nothing like a dream to create the future. And voila. Listen to your heart. It will show you the way. And here we go. I have to make myself little images like that, and draw some. And then I could use a background like this and actually photocopy it and then use it in the journals I sell over and over. It'd be fun, like making my own little cards. I would have to have my own sentiments as well, but that's a great. A dream is a wish your heart makes. And here we go. And then put this one over here, and I like this one. Creativity takes courage, and that's the plunge I'm taking this year. I've took one big plunge last year by creating my Patreon, and I'm very lucky to have so much support over there. And I really want to take my artistic journey further. So yeah, that's my big goal for 2021, and I'm super psyched with the beginning of the year. So let's just continue that way. So loving you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this little card making, a little bit different than the traditional card making, but at the same time still something to mail out. And like I said, sometimes you find things and you can still transform them and make them your own, because let's be honest, I wasn't gonna use announcements like that. I don't have any babies on the way, and there's no babies coming again. It's, you know, my turn is done, and it's time for other people, and my kids are not ready yet. Reuse, and now I can use those beautiful little envelopes to mail these little cards in. Isn't that fun? So looking forward to reading your comments. Love you guys. Stay safe. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video, thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that you like my content, and it helps to share my videos with others, and that helps the channel. So I really, really appreciate it. And just sending you lots of love. Bye.